Hello, my name is Mr. C, and you are on my website. Uh, this video is really for the resources and specifically the evolution resources. I've broken them up into three main sections. First section is the reading resources, all about reading, basically just articles. The second section is my web-based learning sources. This is more of a kind of grab bag section where I have games, videos, comics. I'm not going to go over the videos in this video because I think they're pretty straightforward, as well as the song. You just click on the website and the song will play. And then the last section is the online labs and simulations. This is something I'm really excited about, really passionate about, because I like hands-on learning and playing with things. So trying to jump into these resources would be especially advantageous. Let's start with just the readings. Most of them are Newsela, which is this website, great little website that allows you to choose the reading level. So I gave you a suggested reading level, but if you look to the right over here, you can change the reading level. Now, you might want to go with what your grade level is, so maybe if there's a grade level 8 and grade level 12, try 1 or 2 if you're grade 10. But you can just play around with them. It doesn't really matter. As long as you're getting the information from it, that's fine. Now, the other one is this Charles Darwin website. I said to look at the 4Kids section. You could really look at any of them. I think the 4Kids section is a little bit easier. I think it shouldn't even be called 4Kids, but that's what they call it. This is a great website that really highlights a lot. I know it's not specifically one article to read. I would maybe look within the evolution and maybe do natural selection. Choose that one, but it's very good information and it's explained very well. So the next section was the games and the comics, and I really like this because it's fun. Again, the video is pretty self-explanatory, and the music, the song will play once you click the website. So this game called Can You Survive a Million Years? It's funny. It's childish maybe, but you get to really play around with natural selection, and it's kind of fun to see, can you create a species that has enough genetic variance to survive a million years. Play around with it, have fun. Evolution in motion, that's why I like it. This next one is a comic, and I love comics, so this is just such a great way to represent evolution. It's called Survival of the Sneakiest. Kind of plays on the idea of survival of the fittest when it's not always survival of the fittest. And you'll see once you read it. There's a couple questions at the bottom. Either see the questions and think about them when you read, or when after you read it, just go through those questions. So the next section we're going to talk about is the simulations and the labs. So this first one is the simulation. It's called Boxcar 2D, and it's just a very interesting way to kind of visualize evolution. It creates genetically, it has a whole algorithm for genetics right here, but it's very user friendly. I think once you get into it, you just play around with it. You just kind of let it play out, and you get to see how over time certain cars or boxcar types are selected for due to the terrain type, and there's a couple different terrains that you can choose. Very interesting. Play around with that. The other one is this peppered moth simulation. The link for it is really right there where the purple link is. Play around with it again. I think it's fun. I think it's a visual representation of natural selection, and it's very highly used model in explaining evolution. This next lizard evolution virtual lab I love. I think it's awesome. Just going to look at it really quickly. You can play around with it by looking at the different modules, but once you get into it, there's videos, there's interesting ways to actually go through the lab. I think it's one of the best virtual labs out there, not just for evolution, but in general. The macaque one, I think I put as a virtual like poster, is really has a wealth of information about evolution and connecting it to the genome. So there's videos up top, and there's also this screen where you can click to learn more. Interactive, go through it, watch the videos, click the links, great stuff. And then this last one is the natural selection simulation, and you get to play as different animals and how they go through their environment and how they can evolve over time. Play with it again, run the experiments, change up variables. I just think it's a great resource. So I'd like to thank you watching this video. Go through these. I suggest going through the labs and simulations, but the readings and web-based sources are there for you. All right, take care. Have fun.